Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to this channel. Today we're officially starting on the widebody E36 Turbo build. If you guys haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss a video. Comment if you have any suggestions or have any questions of what I'm doing or what I should do, and make sure you guys drop a like. This car has been sitting for, I'd say, 12 months now. I bought everything I needed to turbo this car probably a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago. I had a whole build list, so we're going to go over my build list, and we're going to go over basically what we're going to be doing to the engine as far as kind of preventative maintenance or things that need to be upgraded for now, and what our boost goals are going to be. So basically, if you guys haven't already, drop a like, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. So I did take some time and I did drive the car around for, I'd say, maybe 2 weeks just to get everything flowing back in the engine how it should be. As it sat, for some reason, when I started it back up, the water pump bolt got loose and it shredded both the belts. So I had to go replace the belts. I replaced the water pump, replaced the pulleys because they were squeaking. So all of those are new now, and I spent a couple $100s on that, which I really didn't want to do because when I parked the car, everything ran like it should. Before I moved about last year, I did the wheel bearings, I dropped the oil pan, had the oil pan bung welded, and I did the oil pump reinforcement nut so the nut doesn't back off when you and fall in your oil pan or whatever, and then your oil pan sprocket fall off the actual, all of that. So basically we took care of that, and now we're going to be turboing the car. So let's go ahead and get started.
Alright, so I actually didn't realize this when I was doing it, but this piece I'm using is 3D printed, and I 3D printed the whole timing lock kit because I didn't want to wait. You can actually see the Vanos unit move, and I ended up breaking my tool that I made because I didn't notice that I already spun the sprocket. Basically how this tool works is it locks in the splines of the gear, and you turn it clockwise, and as you turn it, it'll basically push the Vanos off of the front of the cams. And I didn't know I turned it already, so I actually ended up breaking my 3D printed tool. Okay, so right here I'm using an oil-resistant paint pen that I got from Home Depot, and it's a light yellow neon color. Basically, there's an arrow right here on the sprocket, the left side for the exhaust, that lines up with the chain for the camshaft. Basically, I'm marking this so that I don't lose my spot, and when I take the chain off, I'm going to put a zip tie right through the chain so I know exactly which link goes on the arrow, and that'll help me basically put things back together exactly how they came off.
All right, guys, so it's real dark outside, as you can see, but got my head flashlight on, and this is where we're at so far. I've only been working on this for maybe an hour or two. So basically we have the front Vanos cover off. I'm not going to take this off yet because I haven't locked the timing. I only have the these lobes on the cams set where they're supposed to be, and I have to get my blocks for the camshaft blocks to lock everything before I take this off. So I'm not gonna take this off yet, but I did remove the front cover, and I did mark the chains with. Hasn't seemed too hard yet as far as I have all my tools on the ground here, and it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. So yeah, I got the timing chain tensioner off because I did have a piece of plastic fall in the engine, and I made sure I got that out through the that hole down there. So probably gonna pop this back in, or maybe I'll just leave it out. I don't think I need to put it back in because I am gonna be replacing that timing chain anyway. So yeah, looks like it's going pretty well so far. So let's keep it moving. So this right here is my Vanos right here. Came off. I got those two little screws I'm gonna screw back inside here, and I also put the that banjo bolt back in there too because I don't want to lose any of that. So gonna throw this back inside a Ziploc bag, mark it of what it is, and all of these screws right here. So it has, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and I think probably 8. Nah, I think the 7th one is actually that big bolt right there. So there's 3 of those small nuts, and there's one of the large nut that I think the mount for the engine hoist goes on, but I don't have that mount anymore, so it's just the bolt. But yeah, I'm just gonna put all this stuff back in here, and this thing doesn't have threads, so I'll probably just put it in there in the bag and call it a day. I'm not gonna be rebuilding this. I think you can rebuild these, yeah. I'm not gonna be rebuilding this though. Just going to be removing that tensioner right there off the front of the engine, and gonna be replacing all of the front gasket and everything that came with the kit. So yeah, that's what we're gonna work on, and let's get to it. All right, guys, so here we are so far. It's real dark outside. I've only been working on this for, I guess, an hour, 30 minutes after I got that off, and this is where I got so far. It's going pretty well, not real difficult at all yet. So here's where we are. I got the timing chain tensioner off because a piece of plastic fell in here and I needed to get it out the engine. So that was the first step. I did have these taken off so I can loosen one of these bolts. I loosened one of these bolts right here, and I'm gonna put that back in. But basically I was able to use a paint pen, and I marked the 2 places right here. So this right here is the blocks that you use to lock the camshaft in place so that they don't move. And this is something I just made. It's 3D printed, and I just saved a ton of money by 3D printing this. All right, guys, so here's where we're at so far. We did get the Vanos chain and the sprockets off. We have the plates right here, the hardware, so I'm going to put all this stuff in Ziplocs and mark it. I know that this plate is before the spring plate, and then I think there's one more plate on here. I'm not sure if that's a plate or not. I think that might stay on there, but yeah, we have the tensioner compressed with the Allen key. The new one that I'm going to be putting in actually has the metal pin that came with it, so I'm not going to be putting the Allen key. I'm actually going to take this Allen key out because I don't want to forget and have it maybe fall in the engine or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We have this out, so I marked the chain in a few locations right here so I know, and then I'll get a zip tie and zip tie this real tight so it can't really move at all. I'm not going to replace this chain. It looks really good, and I didn't order a new one, or a new one didn't come with my chain or my kit, so I'm not going to order a new one of those. But yeah, we're going to keep it moving, try to get this head off of the engine today, and yeah. All right, guys, so this is about day 2 or 3 of working on this. Got the engine block out the car. Headers are still in, so those are going to come off because I'm going to be using the turbo manifold, but I'm going to unbolt them from the bottom when I jack the car up, because I still have to take off the timing chain, and I'm going to do the timing chain guides, and in order to take off the timing chain, I have to take the oil pan back off, and I need to I got to access the timing chain from the bottom of the car in the oil pan. But this cover right here bolts off, so it looks like the water pump has to be removed as well. Yeah, it looks like that water pump has to be removed, so I'm going to be taking care of that and taking all of this off. But yeah, I mean, that looks pretty pretty decent. Gonna clean this off with some Scotch-Brite. Gonna send this to the machine shop and have it completely machine down, surface down, and everything, have it cleaned up. So yeah, this is where we're at so far. Old gasket right here. It wasn't even really in bad condition. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. I got the head off pretty much. I've only spent, I'd say, maybe five hours working on the car over the course of about 2 or 3 days. It's really easy to take this stuff off. I mean, I've done it before because I did have to change my Vanos gasket, or the timing cover gasket, the valve cover gasket. So I did do this before, but I mean, with basic tools, and I'll show you the tools that I just ordered, which is everything I needed to take this stuff off. I took off my headers in, like, it was probably 30-40 minutes of that, because I hate how the headers, they kind of intertwine with each other, and you have to use so many different types of sockets. Like, I think it was 11 mil, but I had to use so many different types of 11 mil sockets and wrenches just to get that off. So the things that took me a lot of time were really the stupid really just the headers, and having to go buy things that I didn't already have. But if you have like a toolbox or a tool chest and you have a decent amount of tools, which I didn't, it really shouldn't take that long for you to get the head off this car. So now I have the cams out, and I'll kind of talk about how we got the cams off in the next video. But for now, I'll see you guys, and that's pretty much it. Gonna send the head to the shop to have it resurfaced, and I'll see you guys in the next video.